So my evening routines begin at around 2:30 p.m. I always have to make sure that I'm done with my work, and Jabali gets back home at 3 p.m. So on this day I was not really done by 3 p.m. So he does his homework, immediately he comes back from school, and then he eats his snack. On this particular day he was having crepes. As I continued just to finalize on what I was doing. Actually, before I finish everything, I always have to write my to-do list for the next day, and just to check, keep track of what I did the whole day. My productivity list, I always have to confirm that I've done everything I was supposed to do. So you'll be seeing me making some marks on the other book, the smaller one, because that is where I wrote my to-do list for this particular day, and it's my productivity book. So what I'm doing right now is just writing my to-do list for the next day, and after that I'll just be checking on my productivity list and just confirm that at least I achieved what I was supposed to achieve by the end of this day. Also, you'll see me talking a lot because I had a fundi who was coming in to make some repairs, and we had to converse at some point because I had to show him some things. So if you see me talking a lot, I'm talking to the fundi, just letting him know what he's supposed to do as I continue to work. Once I'm done with the day's work, I just like to organize the place to make it look clean so that as I begin other responsibilities, at least I'm working from a clean home. Once the space is organized, I give Jabali a shower. Like now we already showered. He's a little bit unwell, so normally we play with the toys at this time, but because he's unwell today and he's a bit fussy, I allowed him to watch TV as I'll be preparing to go to the kitchen and make something. It's actually now 3 p.m. around 3:20 p.m. So I'm just beginning my dinner preparation. We actually make dinner so early here so that by 4 p.m. we are done with dinner. Because my kids have their dinner between 5 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. depending on what time Alpha gets home. So today we are having pilau. I'm going to use the leftover meat, and I also like drinking a lot of water when I'm working from home. So we have some leftover meat that we're going to use today. I really like to recycle my leftover food so that it doesn't go to waste. If you've been following this channel, you know that very well. Actually, you can check a video I did on breads to pancake, and there are other more videos of leftover food and how you can use them. So today we are going to use our leftover meat to make pilau for dinner, and the adults will be having pilau and egg masala, and then the children are going to have pilau and cabbages and juice. Like, if also you've been following this channel, you know very well that we do a lot of juices every evening, and we preferably do mango because that is what they do best. Most of the times I have tomatoes blended in advance, but on this particular day we didn't have any. I've been so busy, so we're going to blend today just to use for the food. as I was making dinner, Alpha came home, so he's going to eat some pieces of mango. This is what they either eat a fruit or just take water, because he's just going to eat in a few minutes. So as the pilau will be preparing, I'll be giving him a shower as well. Then I can come back and finish with the cooking. Then we do the homework, and then we have dinner. To make my juice softer, I add a little bit of water so that it's not too thick and it's not too light. I just add just a little to enable it to blend so well. And also you might see me talking a lot. I got a DM and I was trying to show her how we do things around here, like our evening routine and how I like things done. Like I've mentioned before, I'm very particular with how I do my things, and I've not had a DM for the last like around 2 years. So I really have to do some good trainings for her to ensure that she'll be doing everything as expected. Of course, not 100%, but at least when it comes to the children and the evening routines, she'll be able to catch up. Also, this is the time that I get to talk to my children about how school was, about, general things in life. So you might see me talking a lot. It's just that I'm talking to both of them, either the DM or the children. And also I serve their food in advance, like before we do Alpha's homework, so that it gets to cool to the right temperature for them to have. So I was just serving their food here. And Alpha is not supposed to have beef, so you'll see me selecting places where there are no beef. And Jabali does not like beef generally, so I'll just be removing the beefy pieces on the pilau. Now it's time to do Alpha's homework. Alpha still needs a lot of assistance to do his homework, unlike Jabali. Jabali needs supervision, but Alpha needs assistance and supervision in doing his homework. So I really have to make time for him and just sit there and help him do the homework. Then after we are done with the homework, I just serve them their food. Jabali needs supervision with eating, but Alpha is a good feeder. So I just make sure I pray, then I'll just be working around them and just make sure that they eat properly, especially Jabali. Meanwhile, our eggs are boiling, the eggs for egg masala. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to record a video of me doing the egg masala because my gas was over, so I did it off camera. After they're done with their dinner, I clear up the kitchen. I just want to leave a clean kitchen so that when you take the kids to bed, I will not have a dirty kitchen. And also it's a good way of eliminating cockroaches. So I'll leave the kitchen clean, then wipe out the place where Alpha has eaten, because he still does not know how to, control himself when eating. So we have to clean up the space very well. And then from there, we'll continue. By exactly 6 p.m., I'm done with all the chores, so I have to draw the curtains at this time and also just organize the living room and make sure they pick their toys so that when you go to bed, they have a clean home. And also, we make sure that we pray before we go to bed. It's very hard to get them settled during prayer times, but it's something I'm trying to teach them also so that just before they go to bed we pray, and also I say words of blessings to them, I give them a hug, then I take them to bed. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, Jabal is unwell, so I have to give him his medicine. And also this is the time we give them their immune boosters. We use cod liver oil in particular. And then Alpha was also having some flu, so they take their medicine and also water before they go to sleep. I make sure they have a cup of water before we go to sleep. Going upstairs is always fun because they want me to run after them. And now it's just time for me to cover them up. You guys, how many times do you cover your children up? So it's time to sleep, and bye bye. That's the end of our video. Please remember to subscribe.